What's cracking, YouTube? So I am back. Are you ready for the SJW woke nonsense? If you are, you know you're in the right place. So we're going to talk about Candace Owens slapping down the media over their hypocrisy over BLM. It's glorious stuff and we're going to check it out in a few moments. But firstly, we've got some other stories first. But as I always say, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Help a bogan out, mate. I'm struggling here. In preparation for possible woman president, White House staff begins loosening all jar lids. And look, women out there, you know what that's about. You know you need the men there to loosen those jar lids for you. Let's not play games here, okay? You know what's up. In Australia now, the jam lids are so tight, you need a knife to undo it to break the seal. It actually says that's the way to open them, because there's no way to open it just with your bare hands anymore. That's how tough it is. It's ridiculous. But let's move on. We got this here from All Well and Good. Meanwhile, in Britain, sausage roll allegedly thrown at West Sussex woman over mask dispute. Look, things can get pretty crazy there in the UK, and I myself wouldn't mind throwing a sausage roll at someone's face. If it has tomato sauce on it, look, I'm winding up and I'm letting them have it, right? Right in the gob. That's a good weapon. We got this here from Demon Scythe Synthwave, the social justice fictional character stereotype. And look, it is very strange that they continue to use this particular character type when they're introducing this type of SJW character into entertainment. You have Michael Burnham here from Star Trek Discovery, this character here from Star Wars High Republic, this one from Star Trek Lower Decks, this one from Star Wars The Clone Wars. I'm not sure what these are, that's DC. Look, why do they continue to use this shaved head hairstyle? Look, someone from the black community out there watching this, is that a popular hairstyle within the black community among women? We got this here, some Australian news. So this blue checkmark says, the acting Prime Minister of Australia, Michael McCormack, just said, all lives matter. Goodness. So they're shocked that he would say all lives matter. Then this person says, please take this threat seriously. These people are dangerous. They're not dangerous in the slightest, right? So let's just move on from this stupidity here. Look, Australian politics is garbage. So we have this woman here saying, I went on a date with this guy and he paid for himself alone because I brought two of my friends. Smart guy. Some men are heartless. So he's heartless because he didn't pay for you and your two friends. All of you blaming me, it is unfair. A gentle man would have paid the bills and tell me politely after the date. That's the best thing to do and not to just act so immature. Some men love dates with friends and some don't. So next time I'll always ask before taking my friends. You are absolute scum. You're a scumbag. You're a cheapskate scumbag, and I can understand why that guy probably told you to get the F out of his face. You pay for your own bloody meals. All about equality in 2020, 2021. You better pay up. You should be paying his meal. So this here, someone in my comments said that when I talked about this last time, it's actually fake. No. This is very much real. My Antifa Lover, the book, A Riot of the Heart, there it is there. Somebody's holding this book in their hands. This is real. So look, that person out there, stick it up your clacker, you were wrong. So now let's get on to Candace Owens slapping down this hypocrisy. She says, I will not stay silent regarding this glaring double standard. Riots, looting and destroying federal property has been applauded and deemed virtuous for the last 4 years. So what changed? Please spread this video far and wide. I will not play that video on YouTube because I played about 30 seconds in another video and YouTube demonetized it because of violence. And all it was the report when that guy is standing in front of the fire saying it's a peaceful protest. Yet YouTube deemed that violence, so it got demonetized. But let's continue with Candace Owens here. Then she says, as a DC resident, our city burned for weeks this summer during BLM riots. They destroyed and looted private businesses for weeks. What happened at the Capitol last week registered as a 2 on a scale of 1 to BLM. Watching the media pretend otherwise is appalling brainwashing. It is beyond belief. It is absolutely hypocritical. It's a disservice to the American public. And for people to believe it and just overlook the BLM riots is astounding. I was so confused when my family kept texting me to ask me if I was okay during the Capitol protests, and yet didn't ask over this summer when we were virtually under siege for weeks. Then I realised the power of the mainstream media. The violent BLM siege of DC was simply allowed. That's exactly what happened. The media talked it up. And if I could show you that clip, you'd realise how hypocritical the media is. I'll link that clip in the description so you can watch the media praising the BLM riots. I have been a DC resident for years and can tell you when our city was the most out of control. 1. BLM George Floyd protests, nothing compares. Our city was genuinely under violent siege for weeks. 2. Brett Kavanaugh hearings, they stormed the Capitol for days. As you can see here, this is what's going on, right? So she slapped down the media there, but I'm so surprised that more people aren't talking about this. Why aren't more people in America calling out this hypocrisy? It's astounding, right? Absolutely astounding. But what do you expect? When you have the media companies who are very far of one political persuasion, that's what's going to happen. As you can see here from James Lindsay, how it started. Non-violence is an important tool for protests, but so is violence. Wednesday's riot shouldn't have surprised anyone. It was still shocking. So that was shocking, but this was an important tool. That's the way it is. I hope you're having a good day as always, peeps. Like the video if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. If you do subscribe, notification bell on notifications. And as I always say, what do I say? I say get the mainstream media, tell them all to stuff a pineapple up their clucker, then get the hell out of my stinking house.